So Craig, a 3-2 defeat in the FA Trophy. What were your thoughts on the performance?
It's a bit of one to take, really. Really is. I'm still trying to get my head round the game, really. So soon after the final whistle and coming out and speaking to yourselves. But I do know the reason. The silly goals that we've gave away, the human errors that we've gave away. But it's been one-way traffic. The second half, their goal has pulled 3 or 4 decent saves off. Obviously, we've got the 2 goals. It could have been more, but we've just every time that they've dropped in, countered us, and they haven't even scored on the counter. It's actually human errors, human mistakes, silly free kick. The only chance that they're going to get to throw it in box, the only attack they get is a set play, throw it in, and obviously one of our defenders there at the end, make a human mistake that he never makes. He's never made in total time I've managed him. So it's at the minute it's frustrating to take, really, because I thought we played some good football second half. I thought we played well. On another day, it's a completely different result. But I've just said to the boys in there, we just can't keep feeling sorry for ourselves and keep saying, oh, it could have been this or we should have been this. We've got to grab games by scruff at neck and ensure that we're putting them to bed. But at the same token, we can't just keep saying that we've got to go take a chance, We've got to cut out silly mistakes. I can handle teams cutting us up and that side of things. First goal for them, good goal. I'm not really a blame game on that side of things, but we've got to cut out the silly mistakes. We've got to defend properly, and if we do that, the rest of the side is taking shape.
After a sort of lackadaisical first half, what did you say to the lads at half time to get that reaction?
Well, I think the reaction came after 20 minutes. I think we changed the shape pretty well, so I think we reacted pretty quick on what we need to do, and I credit to the lads, really. They had drilled on 2 shapes and they reacted pretty well. We saw what their dangers were going to be and how the left winger for them were pretty tricky and caused some problems. So I thought we changed it around. I thought Deegan was outstanding today. He's played 3 positions, and I think for us it's not just what we said at the half time. I think what we did in the first half, because then going into half time we really didn't want the half time whistle to go. We had the ascendancy to move forward and be on the front foot, and we did that really well. And it's just one of those days, but we can't keep saying it. It's one of those days, but the lads are now in there. It can't be, like I said, feeling sorry for us. So I've got to take responsibility and on to the next game.
You mentioned him there, Deegan. Obviously, battling performance, one player of the month for August. Just how good has he been recently?
Deegan's been immense. I think he's been immense since he's come back in the pre-season for me. He's so low maintenance. I ask him to play any position, he plays it. He's always 7 out of 10. Every game is 7 out of 10. Never lets me down. For me, he's doing extremely well. He's come on so well over the last, of it last year. It's unbelievable. That's probably credit to the coaching staff as well, because they've tried to work on him and work on his strengths and weaknesses and try and get him into a little bit more all-rounded player. And I think they've done that, talking to him, showing him, training. So really pleased with him. I'm really pleased with how he's played today. But not just Deegan. I'm pleased with 8, 9, 10, 11 of them today. I can't. We've come away to Dunston. Some of the lads have been on the bus for 4 hours. The lads from down south. So we've come away. We've put a good shift in, and like I say, it's 3 basic errors has cost us a game.
Obviously today it's the cup, moving back into the league now. We can focus on there. Ossett United are our visitors on Tuesday night. Obviously they've started fantastically. Yep. It's going to be a hard game, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got them well drilled. Benno's got them well drilled. Obviously it's going to be a tough game. I think we know what we're going to expect, but I think they probably know what they're going to expect from us, and we're going to have a good go. It's not just the Ossett game. We've got to take it game by game, but for us the next 5 games is quite important. I just said to the lads in there that it's obviously the chairman. I don't think the chairman will be happy with me saying this, but it's kind of like I feel here now. It's kind of like a little bit like a godsend, really, in that we've got one focus now. We've got one ambition, one focus, one drive, and that is to ensure that we're in the best we can to be in that top 5 come end of the year. And now that focus is on, and people's got to take responsibility and focus on that one ambition and one drive that we've all got to do and pull together to do that. So that's what it is. Going back to the Ossett game, as much as Ossett's made a great start in the league, we're 4 unbeaten as well. We can't forget that, and picked up some good positive results in the league at the minute in time on that side of things. So we're ready to get at the teams, and the next 5 games for us are teams that we really want to get at. and have a go at, and that's starting against, obviously a very good Ossett side on Tuesday.
With the last 2 results, I suppose the lads will be wanting to take the frustrations into that as well.
Yeah, I think we've got to put it into perspective as well. The first most important thing today wasn't the result; it was the reaction, and I still has to be together. Have a bit of pride and put performance in to what the travelling fans here that they would be prouder to do that, and I do believe they've done that today. I will defend the boys on that side of things. They haven't lost a game by desire, pride, hard work. They've done all that today. So we've got to put it in perspective. We played a very good Bromsgrove side who are extremely good. So this was a difficult, tricky game. So let's put the cup games to one side and look at positive spin before on the bounce in the league. We've got to pick ourselves up. We've got an important 5 games coming up, and let's look at it from that front that way. We want to build on the form and beating that we've got, and we want to take that forward. And I think the Tuesday as well. Obviously, I haven't seen the results and everything today in the games, but it's probably a big 3 points for us as well, because not does it close the gap on the guys that are in the mix at the minute in time, but I think I'm hoping that it could jump us into a playoff position. And I think you look at the start that we've had, the difficult start we've had, and the injuries. Just speaking with the chairman there, we lost a centre half again today. I've got a goalkeeper playing today that needs a scan on his knee. We can't have our goalkeeper that's been our number one due to a loan. It's counting, rightly so. A centre forward that we brought in that's he's probably the quickest player in this league, pulls his hamstring. Alex gets crocked. I could keep going on and on and on. We're still trying to get Jack Broadhead into games because he hasn't had a pre-season. So there's been a lot of obstacles there. When you actually analyse the league side of things from the beginning to where we are now, I think going into Tuesday, I think we're in a really good position. And the main thing is we've got to take advantage of that now. And we've got to take advantage of the next 5 games, and it kind of like becomes a little bit of a mini league, really. And we've got to now take responsibility and make sure we pick up the points.
Cheers, Craig.